Chef Ting is evolving. I think there are parts of me that have always been and will always be. Actually, I know very clearly how to step into my passion for food. I think what I'm learning now is where are the times in the day where I step out of it so that I can step into myself. The food at Black Joy Kitchen represents the journey of melanated people through the world. So starting in the continent of Africa, while the journey of melanated people started primarily in Central and West Africa, we do actually have the food of the entire continent represented on our menu. And then it travels like we traveled, down through the tip of Brazil, up through the Amazon River into Peru, throughout the entire Caribbean, and then also the food of the Southern United States. When we first started talking about doing a menu that spanned the Black diaspora, people looked and said, who will eat that food? That was the question, who will eat the food? Well, we have visitors every night from the countries of origin of the food we make, which is always such an honor. A few years ago, I realized that one of the challenges for me in my own cooking repertoire was really baking. And so I actually met Chef Juli and asked if I could stage with her, apprentice with her, and learning from her, which actually turned out to be amazing because while she's an award-winning baker, we have very similar philosophies around creating. And so while she will measure things, she will measure the things that need to be measured. That's what she says. And the things that don't, sometimes it's just a handful of chives. It doesn't have to be 0.75 ounces. And so that worked really well for me in learning from her. And she's also just incredibly generous as a teacher. So one of the things she says all the time is the dough will teach you what it needs.
Ting and I we're always watching each other from whatever we're making, and Ting was just looking for something, and I think that she noticed activated charcoal and she just said, "Can we do this? Can we?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely."
Bread, the ebony ciabatta, Chef Juli and I ideated together. I had this idea that I wanted to do this intensely black bread, but beyond that, I wasn't quite sure what. And so we started with a focaccia and then evolved into the ciabatta because I think it presents better, holds better. But it is a delight to be working with her on this product. And so now that the bread is produced up at Orange Peel and comes down here twice a week. While you can eat it here in this restaurant, you can buy loaves of it up at Orange Peel Bakery. Something unique about living and owning a business on Martha's Vineyard is that as a whole, business owners here are incredibly community oriented. And so one of the ways that shows up at Black Joy is we made a commitment that there's a 2% charge on our checks that we gather and then donate to the Wampanoag community here, because we believe that while a land acknowledgement is significant, it's not nearly as significant as an economic acknowledgement. This year it goes to the Aquinnah Cultural Center. Each year the people of Aquinnah will get to decide where those funds go and how they're used. That is for the Wampanoag people to decide. We just know that what's important for us to decide is how do we take care of those around us and how do we honor that we're guests on this land.
Indigenous communities are repairing a lot of the damages that are done with language and art and other healing. And you can see that healing come in generationally when I stand between one elder and my next generation. Well, this elder doesn't talk our language, Wampanoag. This is a generation above me, or maybe two. And then below me, they're speaking Wampanoag and running around, and I can actually hear our language being stated. And it's just so wonderful when I hear a greeting or a goodbye from a child that's 5 years old or 4 years old.